Pisces. Welcome, and welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. We are talking about August, which is crazy, right? Oh, it's just flying by. I hope that July has been treating you well, is treating you well. I'm doing these a little bit differently in the sense that I'm releasing them as I get them done versus before I would, get all the videos done, schedule them all to be released on the same day. And for whatever reason, after July's reading, I just kind of got like the feeling or whatever to do them a little bit differently. So, we'll go wherever the energy takes us as long as it feels good, right? I also realize that you guys are the 12th sign, right? So it's kind of like, if you go in order, you guys are always the last ones to get a reading. And I'll be sure that, I don't know if that even matters to you guys, but my last name starts with a W. So I was always at the end of everything, if it was done alphabetically. So, anyway, so we are just going to shuffle a bunch of times here, wait for the feeling, and it is a feeling. When cards start jumping, though, we know we're getting close. We're looking for a message for Pisces for August. There. Oh, nope. There. Ready? Okay. That's interesting. Look at this little pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 cards, and this is 6 cards. Do we take it? I think so. Wait, maybe. Yeah. Let's see. I feel like we have to. That has never happened before. How cool. Oh, my Lanta. This is one of the cards that flipped over. The 10 of Swords. The Magician. Knight of Cups. The Devil. Unknown, we saw this a couple times, and the 3 of Swords. What in the sweet name of sin is going on here? Page of Wands. Oh my gosh. Look at all these wands. Okay. Okay, I had to grab my coffee for this. I'm like, what is going on with Pisces? How do we start with the 10 of Swords and we end with the 3 of Swords? Okay. We'll just go through it. So, we start with the 10 of Swords. And okay, sorry, I started like looking at these cards because I'm, she's holding a rose here. There's a bunch of roses in the 3 of Swords. There's some roses on the horse. And the Knight of Cups also. So swords have to do with our thoughts, right? Our thoughts, perceptions, reality. It's also, like, I see them as being the card of ego, because that's generally where we hear our ego, is in our minds. And our ego is made up of patterns and behaviors and, you know, those stories that we tell ourselves or that we were told about ourselves. And right. So it can be changed. It's just going to take some work. And the 10 of Swords, we have these 10 swords sticking out of their back, right? The good thing about the 10 is that it's a completion. And I always see the 10 of Swords as being, you have thought of every single scenario that can possibly happen. This is almost also too about like overanalyzing something literally right into the ground. And this almost has an air of like struggling with self-worth. It can also be, too, of course, I mean, it can be other people's opinions, projections, doubts, fears, you know, all that stuff. It can be that, you know, that's getting you down too. However, we have the Devil card underneath it. So this feels like it's, the call is coming from inside the house. Because the Devil card is those things that control us. It is those self-sabotaging stories. It is, you know, the shame stories, the gremlins. It can, of course, be addictions, anywhere from substance to shopping to distractions to, you know, and it's interesting because in a certain, I mean, like these people look like they could be the same person. This one laying on the ground and her, and it's really only because they have brunette hair. The Devil is the card of Capricorn, so there could be a Capricorn around. I believe the Magician is Gemini. But yeah, I mean, this is, it's almost like stunting your own growth. However, like I said, you know, 10s are a completion. So this would be, I mean, at the same time, like it could also, okay, there's too many things I'm trying to say at one time. It could be that you are coming out of this Devil energy, like you're recognizing all of the ways that you kind of keep yourself down or prevent yourself from doing things. And then on the other side of things, it could be that you're not recognizing that it's kind of like, you know, getting in your own way. Because then we have this Magician card here. And the Magician is, you know, it's the card that comes right after the Fool. So It's a new beginning. The Fool is that leap of faith. It's the commitment to try something new, to kind of start on this like new journey. And with the Magician, it's like, okay, now that I'm here, how am I going to do this? And then it's recognizing that you have everything that you need in order to get started. You already have it. And it's also, you know, like pulling in your resources, your skills. And I love the difference between, you know, kind of the dark and moody and the brightness of the Magician. It also kind of feels like this is what you want. Like this is these two at least are what you want, and this is what you think is going to happen. And we'll go through that too. But the Unknown card is literally just that. It's literally, you know, I mean, like the sky is the limit. It's almost like the Moon card on crack because, you know, the Moon card also talks about things that are unseen or, you know, stuff that happens in the shadows and all of that, you know, and the Unknown card is literally like the outcome is not the point. Because, you know, not being shown the outcome here, that's why it means that it's like, it's not the outcome that matters, it's doing. It's this process of, you know, coming out of or even recognizing these things that keep you down, keep you stuck, keep you small, or prevent you, you know, like from expanding and evolving and growing and all of the things. There's a saying that keeps going through my head from Brene Brown because I'm obsessed with Brene Brown and literally anything that she says. But in one of her books, it might be Daring Greatly. But in one of her books, she says that anytime she has to, you know, kind of show up for something, she has this mantra that she tells herself before she does it. And it's, I won't shrink, I won't puff up, I'll show up and be seen. And that's how this is, because, you know, of course, there may be a goal for what you're doing, you know, and the reason why you're doing what you're doing, but also, like, you know, leaving space for surprises to happen. Like, you don't have to try to figure out every which way that something is going to go. And really, that's a trauma response that I think a lot of us do, because we just want to be prepared, right? We want to know, what emotions do we need to have available if things were supposed to, or if things go a certain way, right? Best and worst case scenario, but more so, what's the worst case scenario? Like, how much of a risk is this? How much emotional, you know, involvement, energy, you know, am I going to have to emote for this, right? But this card is saying here that, you know, there is this invitation to leave room for the unknown. And then we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, cups having to do with our emotions, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And knights are the messengers. When we think about the Knight of Cups, this is somebody who is going to offer their cup. So it's generally seen, as a bit romantic, because this horse is like covered in flowers and it looks like he's holding a bouquet of flowers there. So, there could be somebody coming in. It could be somebody that you know. This feels like you don't know the person, though. Like, I'm not getting the feeling that they're familiar to you, so I feel like, it would be somebody new. But, this could be somebody coming in. Like, you could meet somebody and they could be attracted to you and, right, want to get to know you more and all of the things, right? So it definitely could be that. It could be an apology. It could be a job offer. It's just, there is something being offered to you. From, like an emotional type of place. It could make you feel good. It could feel good to the other person to offer it to you. You could even be the one offering this to somebody else. And we have the Three of Swords underneath there. And the Three of Swords talks about disappointment, heartbreak, but I see this card as being a dramatic. I'm just going to say it. Because she's holding a heart here and the swords are going into it, right? And there's, it could even be this level of like protection, because she's keeping it there, so that it doesn't actually penetrate, right? Like, how we put up our walls and stuff. This could even be, that wall. Because, we have all of these experiences and prior heartbreak and trust issues and, all of the things to where it prevents us from being open to this Knight of Cups. So, like I said, it's interesting because this kind of feels like this top row feels like, this want to manifest a new relationship, a new adventure, a new job, right? I mean, like I said, it could literally be anything. And of course it would be different based on your situation. So, really trying to manifest and even, present yourself in a way that, like you would be open to this offer here, right? But then on this, on the inside, we have this like fear of the unknown, literally, right? And especially because the unknown card is flanked by the Devil and the Three of Swords. And again, like this person even looks like it could be this person and this person. So, again, it's like, putting yourself out there and doing all the things that somebody who wants this opportunity would do, but on the inside you're like, no, you're probably going to turn down any offer that comes your way because of, really not dealing with this old stuff, or, somebody's not going to break down your walls in the way that you want them to, right? And even too, just thinking that, based on past experiences, this is going to be the outcome. I'm going to be disappointed or rejected, or, kind of be the one that's going to be kind of taking the brunt of things not working out. But then we have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's a moon card that we were talking about. So then we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is generally playful and adventurous, right? And in this depiction of the Page of Wands, they're sitting underneath this tree, kind of taking a break, like their dragon's taking a nap, right? I mean, either the sun is going up or going down, because we have these candles lit here. So there is this feeling of giving yourself a break, and even, like allowing yourself to do something that you enjoy. Even, if you are trying to meet people, right? It's like getting involved in stuff that you actually like to do. I also get this feeling of not chasing, because, they're sitting here playing the wand like a flute, right? So it's kind of like letting the thing or the person come to you versus chasing after it. But again, it's like really kind of getting involved in your own life or what you enjoy doing, and allowing the thing to show up, because it's kind of like a moth to a flame type of thing. Not that it would be like as annoying as a moth, but just in the sense of you have your beacon going, you're making noise, right? So you can be heard, but you're not going to be the one that's actually like chasing. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is deciding on, like a direction to go in. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? So here's this dragon again, right? So the dragon was taking a nappy poo there, and now, it's like, okay, time to go. This could even be a person, because I mean, this person and this person on this card are two different people. So, we have the World card, or the world, the Earth right there. So it's kind of like the world is your oyster type of thing. Like, you get to decide how you want this thing to look, how you want to do it. And the Seven of Wands, standing your ground. I see these 6 wands here, kind of like the 10 of Swords. I see these wands as being other people's opinions, like them telling you, you shouldn't do that, or you should do it this way, or you're doing it wrong, or blah, 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 right? And you're just up here like, I got this, actually. I'm going to do this the way that I want to do it, even if it's not conventional or traditional, whatever. You know, this is the way that I'm choosing to do it. And I've tried it all of the other ways. I've tried it your way. It didn't work, right? And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Feeling a bit lonely, wondering if it's going to work out. Maybe even touch deprived, because, you know, the Pentacles do talk about our physical bodies also, as well as our time, money, resources, materials. But then you're like, you know what? It's actually no longer serving me, excuse me, to feel this way. You know, it's almost like with the Eight of Cups, you have gone through these 8 cups and you're done. Like there's nothing left to be found in these 8 cups. So you walk away from the feelings that you had before, how you felt about yourself, how you felt about your environment, people, relationships, whatever the case may be. And she's walking towards the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, right? So this could even be like a time of healing, because that's what the 8 of Cups also is, healing. And then we have this new opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new job. It could be a new person. You know, it could be an earth sign. But it's also, you know, after the 8 of Cups, to come with the Ace of Pentacles or Ace of anything, you know, this would be it, like more in alignment with what you are looking for, what you're manifesting here with the Magician, like, because it's no longer based on this old stuff down here, like with the Devil and the 3 of Swords here. This would be a new perspective, new way of perceiving something. 8 of Wands, things start moving quickly. This could be networking even. But also, you know, if you've ever been in the middle of a stampede. I have once in my life when I was a teenager. You cannot stop it, like once it starts, right? So that's what the 8 of Wands is. It's just fast moving. Things start moving forward quickly. And there's options here. 7 of Cups, there's all of these options. You know, like things just kind of start opening up for you. 10 of Pentacles, abundance, right? I mean, this could be family, it's legacy, it's community, right? With the Pentacles being about money, it's also like you having enough and in abundance. The Moon card was underneath there. I mean, I can keep going. But I love how all of this is kind of coming at the bottom of the deck. So this may be kind of, you know, the energy of what you're in right now, but there's all of this beautiful stuff, you know, on the other side of this Page of Wands. And even being open to different possibilities and keeping kind of an open mind about what that adventure is going to look like, or what that path is going to look like. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.